Hey guys, I'm Jen. Welcome to Books with Jen. Today I'm going to go over my year in review, my mid-year review. First question, best book so far that I've read this year. So best book of the year so far. Also, just the whole stack goes up higher. Best book so far that I've read. I want to say it's Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. And this book just took me really by surprise. It gave me some The Notebook vibes. It had really fleshed out characters, a really interesting trial that was in this, and the ending, you just never would have guessed the ending. It took all of my heart, so I really love this book. Definitely recommend it. Another one that I want to add on to that list is As Long as Lemon Trees Grow by Sulfa Katu. I most likely butchered that one, so I apologize for that. But this book is really a lot more hard-hitting, so I don't recommend this for everybody. Definitely look into like trigger warnings and stuff like that on this one, but it's so eye-opening and it's amazing. It's a beautiful read. Next question, best sequel. Okay, so best sequel, I started the Red Rising series this year, and so my best sequel is Golden Sun. This one was just action-packed from start to end, versus Red Rising. The beginning was pretty dull, first maybe quarter of it, until a certain moment happens, which I'm not going to spoil right now. But it was pretty dull until that point, and then it got really, really amazing. The second book just continued on from that end of that amazing first book and just kept on going and going and going. I love the series. It's an amazing series. Definitely pick it up. A new release you haven't yet read, and that is this beauty right here, Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. This is a new release this year. I've only heard amazing things. She wrote One Dark Window and that series. Hold on. Yeah, she wrote the Shepherd King series. There you go. One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crows. I really loved that. Enjoyed that series. Duology. And this is a whole new story, shindig. Can't wait to read it, and it's so pretty. Cover's so pretty. And yeah, I haven't gotten to this one yet, but coming up soon. Biggest disappointments. Oy, okay. So I'm gonna start with Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. I hope I said that right. I've expected a lot more of this. It was kind of a very dull read. It was only in the aftermath of finishing this book that you get the point and you get the picture, but it's nothing that profound, and it's nothing that they explained really well, I think. So yeah, this kind of disappointed me because I heard so many great things about it. Another book that disappointed me was Bloodguard by C.C. Robson. Yes, C.C. Robson. It was okay. It was an okay time reading it, but it wasn't anything profound. Again, anything new, anything. Oh my God, this needs to be read. The main character is kind of boring, so that kind of didn't help either. But yeah, this was a disappointment for me too. To my biggest surprise of the year, we're gonna come to The Bombshell by Darrow Farr. I didn't expect anything going into this book, honestly. This was obviously a book of the month pick for, what month was this? May. Book of the month pick for May. And I just chose it because I really wanted some add-on books, so I had to choose one of the book of the month books. So I really didn't expect anything to come from this book. Favorite new author? I would say Pierce Brown from the Red Rising series, just because I've read 3 of his books so far, so there's 3 more in the series. So I'm going to say he's going to be my favorite new author for the moment. Okay. Books that made me cry. Oh, Lord. Okay. So I'm going to have to go back to... let me put these books over here. I'm going to have to go back to As Long as the Lemon Tree Grows and Broken Country. As well as these were my favorite books of the year. These are also books that made me cry, tear up, because, I mean, obviously, As Long as the Lemon Tree Grows, it hits very hard subjects, very, very hard topics, and it was really dear to my heart, and I loved it so much. It definitely made me tear up and cry, and but ugly tears, not oh, that's really cute tears. There's like really ugly tears. Versus Broken Country, this was more heartfelt, more like lovey tears, more like, aw, yeah, not as like really stabbing in the heart. This is more like, these are good, better tears than these tears, but they both made me cry, so there you go. The most beautiful book, I want to say, is Wild Egg Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. Probably said it wrong. This is such a beautiful, like, look at this, it's so pretty. And then as well as the writing in this, it's just beautiful descriptions of the surrounding area. Just makes me want to go there myself. So this is my most beautiful read book this year. Books to read by the end of the year. I only brought Run Out, and it's The Dream Hotel by Layla Lalami. Anyway, I heard of this book from one of my dear close friends, Allie, and she just can't stop thinking about it, so I just picked it up without even thinking about it. So yeah, this is going to be on my to-do list here pretty soon. And then favorite reread. So this is a series that I read in high school, and I've just reread this over and over again. And I did it again. I haven't reread these in maybe like 5 years. So I picked these back up, and it's the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. Yes, Steve's. Beautiful, beautiful books right here. But yeah, it's a book about vampires and about this academy. It's pretty awesome. I mean, I like vampires, so that's just me. There you go, Vampire Academy. That's the first one. Pick it up if you want to, or if you want to know more, let me know. Reading goal update. So I have read, my goal of the year has been reading 100 books. Throughout the years, I've been consistently adding more and more books that I've read throughout the year. So my goal for this year has been 100 books. I am at 48 books of the year, and we are at the end, or in mid. Are we in mid? Yeah, we are at the end of July. So I am a little bit behind. I've been in a little bit of a reading slump this last 2 months, so hopefully I will change the outcome and swing past that and get to my reading goal of 100 books. And then what's to come? So I already mentioned my friend Allie, and we have talked, and we're both actually right now, we are both reading War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. I loved Anna Karenina, and I've had this one on my shelf for a long time. And she started reading it, and I'm like, yeah, okay, let me join her. Let me read it too, because I have it here. And I've never really sat down and really dedicated my time to this one, so that's what I'm going to try to do right now. Also, what I'm going to be reading with her after that was a Dostoevsky, Crime and Punishment. I know this cover isn't really that great. It's just a Dover thrift edition, but I have not read this one. I've read Brothers Karamazov, The Devils. He is my favorite Russian author, and I really love his writing and his style more than Tolstoy's. So I want to see, after reading this one, picking up Crime and Punishment, to see if I'm still like comparing them well, if he's still coming up on top or not. But yeah, so we'll see about that. And then another thing that we're working on together is Stephen King's 11/22/63. That's my next one I want to read from him, and Allie's reading it right now as well. I try to at least read one Stephen King a year, so there we go. And I forgot another one. What was my most anticipated release, or what is my most anticipated release, and it is the second book of The Will of the Many by James Arlington, and it's The Strength of the Few. That's coming out this year, and I cannot wait for that one to come out. The Will of the Many was just a phenomenal book. I recommend that to everybody, so I am really looking forward to that. So yeah, there goes my mid-year review so far for 2025. I hope this year picks back up and I can get out of my reading slump and really enjoy these next few reads. Because, I mean, I have been enjoying a lot of good books. And I have a lot of good books coming up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how the rest of my year goes. Please go down and comment on how your reading year has been, or what you're anticipating to read next. And also hit like and subscribe if you liked this video and want to follow me for more. Bye.